Cass, what did you make of, firstly, Gareth Bale at Tottenham last season and the way he was used? And then what are you expecting to see from Gareth Bale over the next couple of weeks in a Welsh shirt?
Well, let's put it in perspective. He got 16 goals for Spurs, which in Premier League and in Cups, it's not a bad return. Bale is still young enough to have a massive impact in this tournament. I hope he found his spring and got himself as fit as he can be, because he was clearly not in the right condition. He paid a heavy price at Real Madrid for not playing for over a year. And when you get him fit, Gareth Bale can be a real threat.
What's interesting as well about those 16 goals for Spurs is he wasn't playing it week in, week out either. No. So if you'd had a properly fit Gareth Bale, would it have been, how much different could it have been? Absolutely.
I think you look back at Tottenham last season under Jose Mourinho. I mean, a lot of things didn't go to plan for Jose, but I thought one of the things he got horribly wrong.
He's back here now, Josie.
This is actually a very good point.
Own colleague.
Especially after I asked for a selfie yesterday. I can't now criticise the man, can I?
But I think it's coming.
No, I'm. If I could offer perhaps Jose one piece of advice, how ironic's this? I thought
I can't believe I'm here.
No. I thought he underused Gareth Bale last season. I thought that. There was a game in North London derby earlier this year where Bale wasn't at his best, and it felt like he sort of tried to, that one performance stuck in Jose's mind. He didn't use him a lot. But for me, Cass, when I saw Gareth Bale play last season, whether it was 20 minutes off the bench, whether he started, I thought he looked dangerous. I thought he looked good. You mentioned those stats there. I mean, 16 goals. A lot of those are from the bench, not many starts. So I actually thought last season that it might not have been the Gareth Bale we saw 10 years ago, fine. But I still thought when he played, Cass, he looked dangerous and a threat.
Yeah, there's more. There's definitely more there. I think, Gareth, if he gets in super condition, and I'd like to think he would be for this Euros, he's like lightning. He hasn't lost that much pace. And he can alter his game. He's good enough technically to alter his game slightly. He's fantastic in the air. He's got a great leap. There's no reason why Gareth Bale couldn't make an impact in this tour. As good as Euro 16, probably not. But I still think there's a hell of a player in there.
But when you've got a leader like him, because he's the captain, he's going to be vocal within that camp. It's just still vital to have him there, whether his importance is as important as it was, let's say, on the pitch. That's a different story. But
we are talking, by the way, about the most successful player from the UK that's ever gone abroad.
Oh, no, absolutely. No one can dispute that. Absolutely not. It's only because of what happened at Real Madrid towards the end, he's still there. But, in this sort of year before he came back to Spurs on that loan deal, that we're sort of questioning Gareth Bale, I suppose. But he certainly looked like he was enjoying his life at Spurs towards the end.
Yeah, and I should also say there's a piece in The Sun today, and in The Sun they say he arrived at the tournament in peak physical condition, so perhaps he is fit, and we are hopefully going to see a Gareth Bale at his best. If I've got time for one quick more...
Yeah. Well, we can't talk England. Save it if that's what you were going to talk about.
That's what I was saying. We'll do one more. I'm going to save it for the next time. That's exactly what I was going to say. We're all good.
We're all good, aren't we?
I think so.
Do you want to talk about Jose and your best mate now? Or?
If anyone hasn't seen it, I've got a selfie on my Instagram of Jose Mourinho.
Now we're promoting your Instagram. Just use this slot for your advantage.
He looks so uncomfortable and so unhappy. It's absolutely ridiculous. He looks like he'd rather be anywhere else than having a picture with Sam Ellard. I'm sorry, Jose.
I'm not saying you look like this person, but in terms of what you're doing with these photographs, do you feel like you could be the new Moose with my friend and all that sort of stuff with these photos?
I'm not even going to answer that. I'm going to leave the studio, throw my headphones down in a tantrum. I'm offended by that, Natalie.
No,
sorry.
I love you.
Mini Moose, some people do call me.
Oh, do they? Well, there you go.
Not good,
not maybe something that... Well, we love the Moose as well, so let's not be too critical of him. But you've certainly come in, put Jose and Cass in their place, and you're going to be doing more of the same, I'm sure, when you return in about 15 minutes' time. Sam, thank you very much for now. This is the Weekend Euro Game Day Breakfast.